And welcome back. We're going to jump into Chapter 5-3 now. This will have two major bosses. We'll have to fight Krauser and It. And we'll actually have to semi-fight Krauser twice. Well, no, we may not have to fight with Krauser. That may be in the next chapter, but we'll blast through this one. No, we don't have to fight with Krauser here. We do have the knife fight with Krauser, but not the Krauser fight. That's in the next chapter. So we do get a long cutscene. Gonna walk slowly here. There's loot in this next room. I usually don't get it because it's just kind of a hassle to get. And I just want to get to the knife fight, so here's what I do. I come down the stairs. I kick the door open. While this guy's remarking that I'm here, just run right past him and his friend and just go right through the door at the end. That's all you have to do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to knife fight Krauser right at the top of this elevator. So just come through the door, ride your elevator up, and get your quick time fingers ready. Because you are going to have a bunch of quick time events and there's only one checkpoint. I'm going to let this run through because this is one of my favorite scenes, so here's to get, hoping I get it in one shot. So here we go. I'll let you know when there's a checkpoint as well.
Been a long time, comrade.
Krauser.
I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You got on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What do you want?
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Leave Ashley out of this!
Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
Okay, this is the checkpoint. So if you die here, you'll come back to this scene right here.
You got her involved just for that?
Okay, once he's got you down, you're gonna have to spam, and it's gonna change buttons.
All for Umbrella's sake.
So for me, it'll go from X to A.
Umbrella.
Almost let it
Just
slip.
keep that in mind.
Enough talk. Die, comrade!
Ada!
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
You may be able to prolong your life, but it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
And that's the scene. That is my
You
favorite
knew
part of
each
this
other?
game because it's just
More or
so
less.
high stakes and stressful.
Maybe it's about time you
And
told
I
me
just-
the reason why you're
There's
here.
a soft spot in my heart for
Maybe
Krauser's
some
knife.
other time.
I would love to have a replica. And then Salazar will talk to you. So this is your little fight scene here. If you'd like, you can, I believe you can go back up. Yep. And you can look around if you want, just to see where you were. Nothing to get. Just a quick peek around. So then we'll head down. We'll jump down twice now. And this next part is the only part in the game that has a quick time event that is guaranteed to be a particular event. So for me on the controller, it's going to be both of the trigger buttons. On PC, it'll be the equivalent that's not the two buttons next to each other. So the first dodge that you get, all of them in this room will be like that. So these are simple timing puzzles, so they're super easy. Just do not hit the laser so they won't hit you. With this one, you have to wait for it to cross back just like that. Like I said, they're all the same. Okay, when you get in the middle of these, there's going to be a quick time event and then a quick time event. 2 in quick succession. So 1, 2. There's going to be one last one after we push the button. The lasers now that are at the end of the hall are going to come back to clear the room. So what you're going to want to do is push the button, run behind you. So run towards them a little bit, and then hit your triggers. That gives Leon enough time to run up the wall and jump over. If you don't, he doesn't quite make the jump, and you die. And then you just go through the door. You can sit in the chair if you'd like. I recommend getting the elegant headdress first. It's just like so. There's an emerald in the chair. And if you'd like, you can sit in the chair, and you can wonder what it's like to be the villain. But, yep, there's no time for that, so let's go, Leon. Okay, so what you need to do here is then run through the elevator, straight down below you to the back. Okay, so in here, you're going to be in a cave system. This is where we're going to fight it. And it is its given name because it doesn't quite have a solid form in the sense of anything that it could be. It is just an abomination referred to as it. So there's a note there. There's a red herb in the back if you need a full heal. There's a merchant and a typewriter. So, okay, once you're ready, I'm going to talk to the merchant here.
Welcome. Come back anytime.
Okay, so to give you an idea of what I did there, because once you're ready, you can head out. I maxed out as much as I could for my money, the Broken Butterfly, on firepower. Nothing but firepower. Because it's going to come in very handy in the next few fights. Especially against Krauser. So we'll just head through the cave system here. There's only that yellow herb to find, so once you've got that, don't worry about looking for anything. I'm just going to get a quick full heal made up so that I know exactly where it is when I need it. And I'm going to start healing again anyway. I could really stand to have some more TMP ammo, but run up the ramp to your left as if you were going to try to cross the pulley over there, and Leon will find a tracking device. And then we get to fight. So, like I said, it is just an abomination. Just fire upwards at him, or shoot high. And what you're looking for are these green lights. He's going to have some quick time events that he throws at you. So keep that in mind as well. In this case, I'm just going to try to blast him. He doesn't do a ton of damage, relatively. Now, when I say that, he still does a lot of damage. But that's compared to your standard Ganado. But I'm going to keep my handgun on. When he drops down behind you, if you're fast enough with your green lights, you can still avoid it. So once you've got the buttons pushed, you just want to run. Oh, of course you do. And run to the back of this room to go out the big red door. So in this case, just zigzag back around to the big red door. This one, the door is going to drop, but what we can do is we can prepare ahead of time. So go ahead and head over to the right and shoot that switch. And then don't walk through the door too far. To right about there, just in the doorway, and we can shoot this one. So I'm going to reload and pull out my shotgun because the green lights are done. So you don't have to worry about those anymore. He's gone. Okay, so I'm going to get that button. And if he drops behind you, don't worry about it. You really just need to get those buttons. Oh boy. Damn it. He jumped right in our path. Just head towards that TMP ammo because that's right where the door is. And the big red door. Okay, so that platform will fall. Okay, let's pull out a rifle for this next part because he's a real mean ass. I believe we can prepare some of this here. There's a green light that I know we can hit, but you don't have to worry about it. This is your safest platform. He's gonna transform, which is gonna make him pretty dangerous, but all in all, it's your safest platform other than this part right here, because he hurts like hell. Okay, so just go absolutely to town on him and get in this hallway. Once you're in this hallway, you are safe. He usually is not allowed to strike through this hallway. Cool it, buddy. Okay, so you've already pushed one button. So what you need to do is push that one, run back, get in the hallway, and go to the right and around. Push the button on this side. Now he's gonna drop behind you here. Do not worry about him. Just keep running. He can't get you in here, and just go for the big red door. And just jump out to the hook. And phase 1 is complete. So he's gonna fall. Obviously, you've played enough games. You know where that's headed. He's not gone. Okay, so grab your rifle. I don't like to use the thermal scope against it. I'd rather see him coming plain as day. So he's gonna come up. He's pretty fast here, but there are a couple barrels that we can shoot to stun him. So just wait for him around here, because he'll follow you in here. Don't worry. When he gets close to that barrel, pop that barrel. And then, well, he's worth enough that we can pull up the magnum. Because there's going to be a point where he falls down. I shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Crap. I can't remember where the handle is. I'm going to try to run past him again. It's caught me right on the backswing. Okay. So I'm going to run back out, and I'm going to hit the lever, because it'll slow him down just a little bit. We're talking like a partial second before he swings it. Okay, so now he's in his crippled state, where he's a little bit slow. But now that he's behind the gate, he's much easier. So just keep firing at him with the rifle. And a couple shots should take him down. Once he bleeds out, that is it. He is worth 50,000 as well, like Salazar was. So if you need, for final bosses or whatnot, you could buy a rocket launcher. You're not going to need the rocket launcher, so I recommend holding on to it and upgrading guns. Like if we could get another TMP upgrade, but I know we can't because we've already got the exclusive on it. But if we could, that would be great. Okay, so I was wrong. We are in fact gonna have to fight Krauser, which if we can get a Magnum upgrade, how many do we have? We still have 24 rounds. We should be good, because I should be able to upgrade it and get a free set as well. So we'll have 21 plus the new upgrade, which I think is 8 or 10. So we'll have plenty of rounds. Because you can't really use the rifle against Krauser. He's just a little too fast. In the Krauser knife fight, that's the original one. In the Krauser fight, you're going to want to use your knife. Krauser has a susceptibility to it. It's just a fun little thing they put into the game so that your knife fight buddy was weak to the knife. And if you can get this guy with a critical, then you can save a few bullets here. Please die. Okay, then you jump down. You grab a few things here. There is a yellow herb out to the right. So once you've got everything, I recommend trying to get all the stuff that may have blown up from the enemies first, just because that is on a timer. Okay, that should be everything. And then there's your yellow herb. So that's where we're going to need to go. And I'll show you how to get there now, which is super easy. It's just through this tent, because there's a hole in the floor. So we'll just grab some loot here and jump down. The last stone for the links is in here. It's just here to the right. It should be the blue stone. So let's go ahead and finish up that links. So you should be set to sell that. I think it's worth 25 or 35,000 now. So a nice little profit just for hanging on to it. And like I said, all of your money at this point should be essentially going towards upgrading guns. You don't really need a rocket launcher.
Welcome.
At this point, if you don't have healing,
Got some rare.
What are you doing with
What
your
are you
life?
buying?
okay, 10. So we'll leave it right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. Well,
What
I'll
are
see
you
what I have out there to
selling?
sell. I'd like to get the exclusive for the riot gun, but I don't think I'm going to be able
Thank
to.
you.
So I'm
Come
not going to worry
back
about it.
any time.
The exclusive pushes it beyond its normal power, so it would be a good shotgun, but I don't have the money for it. Okay, so get yourself ready. This fight can be a little tense, because he is fast, like he's mutant fast, as you'll see. And he has a nice little arsenal of goodies at his dispense. That he has grenades, explosive arrows, TMP. He's got himself, because he's very strong, and a knife. The big thing you really need to worry about are the grenades and the arrows. So there's an arrow. You can watch him aim at you, so you'll see them coming. Now, what I recommend doing is going up the ladder and just waiting at the top. Because what you can do is you can stand right about here and just start knifing. And he'll land right in front of you.
That's what I'm. Good, Leon.
Okay, you will get quick time events. After those, just run up to him again. 4 is the longest, so if you get 4, that's as far as it goes. Every time he moves to a new area, he's going to throw a flash grenade. So there's a fight there at that house. Once you go through these iron gates, there's another fight. This one you can be more prepared because you should be able to see his shadow. Yep, so he's right behind this wall right here.
Every move.
Cool. Ah. So like I say, he is susceptible to the knife, so keep that in mind when you're going after him, so that you save your ammo for bigger fights that aren't susceptible to knives, like regenerators or saddle. If he starts shooting at you here, well, he was supposed to be up top. So I'm going to go in here and loot this room. If you stay in this room for too long, a robot will come to find you. So we can try to shortcut a fight here. So right here. You can kind of catch him off guard. Just like that. That'll save you a fight in the long run. So then head back, and this time go to the left at the T intersection. We're gonna head up top here into this room. Okay, in this room, all you need to do to stay safe, nope, that's not what I want, is just head underneath this pipe. He's gonna throw a lot of grenades. None of them are gonna hit you. So he's gonna throw 3, then he should jump down. Nope, nope.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that took him out there. Sometimes he'll talk to you there, so if he asks you a question, that is typical. So just push the statue all the way down. We're going to have to push it past that first wall. Okay, and then push it up. you're going to want to push it up past the wall about 1 square, so right about there, and then push it forward. Nope, I was just off by just a hair. It doesn't take a whole lot. Once it's on the platform, though, it's going to open up the switch to the lever over by the door, just like so. And now we can start getting one step closer to the fight with Krauser at the end of this chapter. Okay, so operate the lever to open the cage door there, because this chapter is a stressful one. So, okay, so now you've saved yourself the fight right here. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'm gonna get a quick heal because he can be a bastard.
That's what I
Okay, so if you come around the other way, that's another fight. So you want to come around this back way, because that will prevent that fight. So I actually broke my own shortcut. Okay, the robots are not hard. They only take 1 shot to destroy. And there are several of them that you can get 2 or 3 of them in 1 shot. The deadliest one is in here. There's a flying one. It's that one right there. It's the most deadly. Let's see if we can get both of those. Yep. Okay. So then you want to go to your right. There's a couple of them buried here. So just look. See how that one at the end has just its head sticking out? So just pop that right in the head. And you're golden. Now Krauser is going to talk to you right here. So when you walk through...
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
It's going to talk to you.
Past, I suppose.
Once it's done, 2 robots are going to spawn right in
Umbrella.
front of you. Go for the one on the ground first. And then just go in here. The other one is going to be behind you. Okay, now you don't have to worry about it. So head around and just go up the ladder, because there's nothing to get in here right now. That door is going to open when we're done. And prepare yourself for another tough fight. What you're going to want to do is pull out your magnum. Now, the piece is back there, so what you're going to do is come get your magnum ammo and your green herb first. Because trying to loot it with Krauser on your tail is a lot harder than picking it up right now. And all you're going to want to do with Krauser is just blast him with the magnum in anything that is not his left arm. His left arm is going to be a shield that he is going to spawn right here.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
Okay, quick time event. If you mess it up, all it does is push you off the... So, like that. Just blast it. His knees will be exposed as well. So if you can get him around the wall, that seems very beneficial. Give me a quick time event. Okay, so blast him in the knees. Just keep that up. As long as you can. Okay, if he'll give you a quick time event while you're reloading, it'll instantly reload. So, like I said, just keep blasting. And when his chest explodes, you've beaten him. Grab his piece, head back to the ladder, jump down, and now we'll go through that door that was barred. So we had 31 Magnum rounds, and now we have 12. Now I did miss a few of them because I hit his shield, and I think I missed once. The timer is plenty of time, so don't worry about that. But what you need to do then is just spam this wall. You can finish it in less than a second. So there's, like I said, there's no threat of the timer going off. Once that's open, you just go through the door, and that'll be the end of 5-3. So those are your last 2 major bosses. So just keep that in mind. You have a pretty easy chapter here coming up in 5-4. You've only got 1 mini boss with a chain gun and a few of the guys with a hammer. So really nothing bad. But you are so close to the end, you can almost see the light. But until next time, This has been the Humble Guy, and enjoy.